Hey everyone, welcome back to Cody Tarot. I am your tarot reader, Cody. Today's reading is Who is Secretly Obsessed with You? We're going to be covering all forms of obsession in today's reading. So I'm going to be seeing if they're obsessed with you because they love you and they want to sleep with you, or are they obsessed with you because they hate your guts and they just want nothing to, they're obsessed with you because they just want to make you miserable, something like that. Those are both two really big extremes on the love and hate spectrum. Is this person obsessed with you because you did something really kind and considerate towards them, and they just can't get over it? Whatever the case may be, I honestly haven't done the readings yet, so we'll have to see what the individual cases are of why the people or said person that's obsessed with you is obsessed with you. But who is secretly obsessed with you? Who's not coming forward? Who do you not know that's obsessed with you? So this is someone you are unaware of, or who has not admitted their obsessed feelings yet, or at all, or never will. So this is basically what they're going through, what they're thinking about, why they're obsessed with you, and who is it? Mainly, who is it? Who is this person and why are they obsessed with you? So yeah, let's uncover some secrets today, guys. Okay, so we have 4 groups in front of us. If you've never done a pick a card before, you're going to select one of the groups with your intuition or just your instincts. Don't think too hard about it. Whatever one just is calling to you the most. That's your group. If you're drawn to multiple piles, it is possible you have multiple people obsessed with you. So keep that in mind and feel free to pick more than one pile in this group or in this reading. So yeah, if after you pick your group, you go to the timestamps in the description box or comment section, select your corresponding group, and that fast forwards you to your specific reading. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to show you the crystals one by one, and then we will move on with the readings, and we'll get right into it. So first group, we have Prehnite. Prehnite is our first crystal. I selected like crystal points, or I guess you could call them shafts, right? Like crystal shafts. Yeah, crystal points, crystal wands, you can call them wands, crystal sticks. Okay, group 2, so group 1's the Prehnite. Group 2 is the Dream Lithium Quartz. This stone's pretty cool because it has this kind of coated, I don't know what the coating is, but it has this like coating over it. And the stone is like this kind of metallic-y purple because of the lithium in it. Next one, we have the Sodalite point. So I'm actually wearing Sodalite on my wrist right now. But yeah, this is the Sodalite point. So that's group 3. If you are curious about group 3, that will be that group. And last, we have this kind of Brazilian smoky citrine. It's kind of a citrine with some smoky hues to it. And I think it's like a triplicity crystal, or like the tip has like, there's like 3 crystals all rolled into one kind of right there. So yeah, that would be group 4. So we have group 1 with the Prehnite, group 2 with the Dream Lithium, group 3 with the Sodalite, and group 4 with the Smoky Citrine. So with that said, take all the time you need to pick your crystal. I know a lot of people like to go with more intuitive hunches when they pick their crystal. In fact, I think most people do that. Yeah, but just go with I would say go with your first instinct, but also if you really go with your intuition and it's worked for you in the past, like do that. And let you pause the video here if you need to, and let's get on with the reading, starting with group number 1 with the Prehnite. Okay, group 1, this is if you chose the Prehnite wand / point / shaft / stick, whatever that is. Oh, is there have a little white dot in my Prehnite right there. Didn't have it. First time I've noticed that. Okay, so and that point's sharp. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get into your reading. So I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle card. I'm going to be drawing a bunch of Oracle cards in this reading. It's going to be a very Oracle heavy reading today. Okay, so Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Co-Create is our first Oracle card. And I know I just used this in my last reading, but I want to pull a crystal reading card because I do love this deck so much. Let's get a crystal reading card for you guys. We have Co-Create and we have Conflict. And what do I want next? Past Life Oracle. Let's get a Past Life Oracle card for you guys. You know, I almost didn't pick this Prehnite for today's reading. I had another crystal in mind, and I decided last minute that it would look better with all the rest of the crystals to choose this Prehnite. Let's see what your past life oracle is. We have Devil, Dark Magic, Exorcist, Cursed, Possessed. Okay. You guys are probably thinking like, oh, great, just what I need. Someone who's going to cast spells on me and shit. Okay, so let's see. That's probably not what your reading is. I have to pull all the cards to kind of see what's going on. Let's see. What else did I want to pull? Yeah, a love story oracle card. Just to get the gist of if there's any love feelings involved, we're going to get those out of the way right now. And then I'll pull like 3 tarot cards and we'll get into your reading. Okay, so your love story oracle card, who's obsessed with you, we have Daydream. There are a lot of like mixed energies in this group. And, okay, I'm gonna pull a Light Seers tarot card. Yeah, we're using 5 decks today. A lot of decks in today's reading. So let's get some tarot cards for you guys. We have King of Pentacles, we have 4 of Cups, we have the Strength card. Okay. It's so funny the Devil Tarot card is on this archetype of the Devil. I'll show you guys that real quick. It's like right there, there's like the Devil Tarot card is like on this past life card of about the devil, right? Dark Magic, Possessed, Cursed, Exorcist. Okay, so first, you guys kind of view this person as like the devil, like just in general, like you view this person as someone who is going to like tempt you off your path. That just basically means that this person is someone who does kind of tempt you occasionally into like doing like negative or destructive things is kind of what I'm seeing. This person is like, it's almost like this person is obsessed with making you less perfect. I feel like this person finds your perfection really disturbing on some level that like affects them super deeply. And it's really nothing you're doing. It's just this person views you as like a perfect person. Whoever this person is, and I'm seeing with King of Pentacles, one way you can know who this person is they actually have like a high status or like they could be like a manager of yours or something like that, or they could just be someone who's really wealthy in general or has a lot of wealth, who has a position of authority, position of wealth. With the wolf here, they could also be a lone wolf, even though they possibly could manage people. Maybe they keep to themselves while managing the group, something like that. Yeah, this is King of Pentacles is coming through more for as their character of like who they are. And I think that this person probably knows a lot, like they have a lot of like book knowledge. And there's something about them being really wealthy or even generous. And I think they could even be generous with you. And you're thinking like, well, if they're so generous with me, how do they not like me? Well, they're trying to make you not perfect, right? They think you're perfect. Or there's something with Daydream here. This is a mix of feelings with this person who's obsessed with you. First of all, they see you as someone who's like a daydream, right? Someone who is like the perfect embodiment of something that they've dreamt about or that someone would dream about. You guys have a really dreamy nature to you is kind of what I'm seeing. Here's the thing though, they want to kind of take you down off your high horse. With conflict here, this person's not afraid of conflict. They're not afraid of getting into conflict. They're not afraid of stirring the pot, right? With conflict right next to co-create, they want you to reciprocate in the conflict. And I see with the 4 of Cups here, you guys are not doing it. You're like, no, I'm not going to give into that. Like, I'm not going to be someone who gives into the conflict. Like, I know you're trying to pick fight with me, or I know you're trying to stir the pot, but I'm just bored with that and I'm not going to engage. And I see this really frustrates them because it just adds to their feeling that you're this perfect person. We see this again here with Strength card, that you're just this perfect person who is untainted, who's not going to do anything bad or harmful or anything like that. With Strength next to the Devil, This person, I really feel like this person with, I mean, dark magic doesn't seem to make sense. Exorcist doesn't seem to make sense. Possessed and cursed, in a way, kind of makes sense. But I'm seeing the devil more as the traditional devil card in tarot, where it's like the temptation, right? This person also could even think that maybe you guys practice dark magic, something like that. Or with Exorcist here right next to the Strength card, I do feel like there's this vibe of like you guys being so pure, and they want to like exorcise the pureness out of you, right? Like it's almost like the opposite of an actual exorcism where you're getting demons out of people. This person wants to take the goodness out of you. And it's not like, its goodness is like how they perceive it, right? So with the Strength card here, I feel like this person sees you as someone who's very like strong through life. Like strength also reminds me of addictions and like the overcoming aspect of addictions, where you're like no longer attached to things and you have the willpower to overcome certain obstacles. Maybe you guys are really good with your diet, or maybe you're good with your exercise program, or maybe you're just really good with not saying any cuss words, something like that. Maybe you don't say any like negative words, or you're just, there's something very pure about you, because the Strength card, she's also dressed in white and that represents purity. There's something very pure about you guys, and you stand tall in that pureness, and it gives you a sense of strength that people look up to, and most people just look up to it, and that's all there is to it, right? A lot of people, I'm just gonna be honest, like this goes beyond this specific person who's obsessed with you, but I'm gonna say it anyway. A lot of people look up to you. A lot of people respect you. A lot of people value your strength in their life. I think you guys have a healing effect on people that is beyond what you can conceive you're doing. Yeah. With Four of Cups here, though, with this specific person who's obsessed with you, first of all, you represent this like daydream to them, but this person is a really conflicted person with conflict here. They don't know how to react to the perfect thing. Like they found the perfect thing and they don't know how to react to it. So they're just going to cause some conflict. Like, it doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it right. But this is how you're going to know who this person is, because they're always either picking fights with you or they're trying to get into an argument with you, right? They might goad you a little bit to arguing with them. Here's the thing with the Four of Cups here, this is really nullifying this upper energy right here, right? It's right in between both of these two. So you can kind of see how they want to co-create with you. This person, I actually just watched a whole astrology video on like Mars through all the signs. This person could have like Mars in Aries, or this person could have Mars in a more active sign, like a masculine sign, like Mars in an air sign or a fire sign, something like that. Whatever the case may be, this person's trying to goad you into conflict, right? With Four of Cups here, I really feel like you guys are just not having it. You're like, I'm kind of bored with this. Like, I don't want to fight with you, and I'm just not going to acknowledge whatever you say to me when it comes from this conflictual place. Honestly, you guys, I would love you as a friend, because like I deal with people who like try to push my buttons all the time, and I have a much weaker shield, I guess you could say, like much weaker shield. Like I definitely am way more effective by like negativity around me. And I see you guys as people who just ignore it. Like there's this feeling that you guys just ignore this negativity, or you have no time for it or whatever. It's like, it doesn't really affect you. I envy you guys, honestly, because it's such a strong gift to be able to let that stuff brush off your shoulders. And I've had to really work on it. But there's a lot of people that like their past life karma or whatever dictates in this lifetime, they don't have to work on that. Like they just aren't affected by the negativity, And that's kind of how I see you guys. It's like this person is kind of like grasping at straws when they're trying to pick a fight with you. That's kind of the vibe that I get. And yeah, they just want that conflict. That's their desire, and that's why they're obsessed with you. It's like they don't want to fight me. That it makes them more and more obsessed. It's like, wow, this person's so perfect, and every time I try to fight them, they don't want to fight me. They don't want to say anything back to me. They just kind of like take it and handle it so well. And I think this person is looking for the cracks, right? That's the whole aspect of this reading, is this person finds you so dreamy, so perfect, so incredibly wonderful, and they're trying to take you down a peg, because it's not just enough for them to have met a wonderful person like yourself, group one, who is just above and beyond in ethics and morals and goodness, they have to feel superior in some way, and that's why they're picking a conflict, because they have to see that you are human, that you have human weaknesses, that you have faults. And if they can't find that, they're freaking out. Like, that's why they're so obsessed, is because they're freaking out that you don't have a fault, or you don't have an issue, or you don't have something that's a weakness, right? With strength here, you guys are represented as someone who is like impenetrable, right? And so the vibe that I'm getting here is this person, it just bugs them up to no end. Like, this person literally is just like, this person is so perfect, there has to be something wrong with them, and I'm gonna find it no matter what the cost. They're thinking in their head like everybody is human, everyone has a weakness or a button to push that is going to cause them to snap, something like that. This person really, I see this person as someone that you actually don't really care too much about. Like, this person is someone that maybe you don't think about too often, but maybe every time they're like engaging with you, they're trying to pick a fight. But yeah, I really see this person also with co-create here. There might be some other aspects of co-creation. Like, this person might, especially with King of Pentacles, might talk to you about business ideas. They might say like, oh, how would you want to work? How about you want to work for my company? Or how about you want to work for me in this department, something like that. And maybe you guys with the Four of Cups here were like, no, like, I'm good. I have a job already, or I'm comfortable with my living situation. Like, I don't need your charity, and I feel like this really upset this person because they feel like you are such a pure, good, and strong person, and it bothers them to no end that they have no effect on you. And it bothers them to no end that they have this, how do I put this? You represent something in their life that they can't fathom, right? And this is a lesson that they need to learn, honestly. Like, if I'm looking at their karma specifically, they need to learn that there are people who seem perfect, who are, maybe there's nothing underneath that facade or that outward appearance. Maybe that person is just a good person, right? Maybe that person that they're looking at is just a good person, and underneath them is just this sense of goodness and strength that comes from that goodness. This person has a really hard time believing that there are just good people out there. They think everyone has a weakness, everyone has a hidden motive, everyone has some kind of issue or thing that like bothers them. And I see that you guys probably do have things that bother you. You're probably thinking like, well, I'm not like the perfect person, I have faults, like I'm not perfect, And the thing is, it's not about that. It's about they can't find the imperfection. You might actually want to tell them like one time, if you know who this is, you could even just say to them like, I'm not perfect, I have my issues or whatever. Like, that would even appease this person. I really feel this person become less obsessed with you in that instance. Like, say this person is hanging around a lot. They're constantly in your aura or your energetic field, trying to like penetrate it with this conflict card. I really feel like if you mention something like, I'm not perfect, I know I seem that way, or I seem like I have all this shit together, but I'm not perfect, I have this and this going on, that would help this person appease them. But also, I just want to put this out there. If you guys are on the spiritual level where a lot of your problems have just gone away at this point, and you're just in this happy, pure, blissed out state, I'm sorry to say, but that it's just you're attracting these people because of that, or this specific person, right? And yeah, I think this person eventually will stop with the goading and stop with the trying to get you into a conflict situation. Because I think initially they're infuriated and obsessed, but I think eventually they're going to get bored. Because with this devil energy here, this person is very much into temptation. They're very much into like giving over to their baser desires. So this person's definitely someone who most likely is like really involved with like alcohol, drugs, in a way where they're trying to take everyone down with them. And with the strength card here, it's really interesting because you guys don't succumb to whatever they're trying to tempt you with. So say maybe you guys do drink or something, you drink with this person, maybe you know them from that or something. Maybe there's some other drug or thing that they're trying to get you to do that you're not doing. Or for example, it could even go into territories of like theft or like any kind of illegal activity really with the devil here. It could go into like, oh, how about you take this? Or like, how about you do that. Like it's kind of like trying to goad you into being imperfect, right? They're represented as that like devil energy that's tempting you off the path, right? That's kind of how they're being represented. But honestly, the funny thing here is I see you guys are just so stoic and like unemotional to this. You're like, no, I don't really feel like that. You know, it's like it's the vibe of just like reject everything they say. But I think this person, once they realize, it's how do I put this? They have to, in order to feel better about themselves, because for some reason they feel like they can't turn inward and change. They feel like they have to take you down at their level, right? But really what's going to happen in this little battle that's going on between both of you, there's a feeling with co-create here that like one thing is going to win out over the other, right? And I really think that you guys are going to win out in this situation, honestly. I think that you guys have such a stoic presence, and I think that you have such a strength in your life and such discipline in what you're doing in your life that I think these other people or this person is actually going to come over to your side, right? They're going to start to acquiesce to your side. Yeah, so you actually might have a more copacetic relationship with this person in the long run. The way I'm seeing it now, though, with this person in the present moment, they're going to try to find cracks in the armor, right? They're going to try to find weaknesses with your impenetrable strength, right? This person's going to try to poke holes at you or try to dig into you to figure out what is going on underneath the surface, right? Like, where is the darkness, right? They want to see you break down. They want to see your human side. And it's so funny. It's just like, you guys don't have the time of day for it with the Four of Cups here. You're like, yeah, that's great and all, but I would rather just be happy and not dig. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think I've made my point in this reading. Let's see if we can get any more indicators of who this person is. I'm going to roll the Astro dice to get more indicators for who this person is and see if anything pops up. We have Saturn, Capricorn, in the 7th house. Yeah, this person could be with the 7th house here. Someone very close to you in your life, someone who you spend a lot of time with. With Capricorn energy here, they could be an Earth sign or a Capricorn. I think this person is very strategic. And I think this person thinks about you often in a strategic way, like, how can I get them to crack? Or like, what is their deal? Like, why are they like this? I think they think about it a lot. And with Saturn here, you represent like Saturnian energy to them, like restriction to them. I think this person is really good at getting people to go down any path they want them to. This person's definitely very charismatic. This person is good at like getting people to do what they want them to do. But around you, they're just like, you represent like a restriction to them, right? Because you're something they cannot have. You're someone that they cannot tempt. You're someone that they cannot goad into conflict or into any kind of situation where they want you to behave a certain way. You guys are like pillars of strength, right? So honestly, the cool thing about this is that I think eventually like they will like submit to you, but with Saturn here, it might take a long time, or it might be something where they feel like burdened by your presence, right? So even though they're obsessed with you, they still feel burdened by you. So if you guys don't want any of this drama anymore, and you're just like kind of annoyed at this person who's kind of just like constantly trying to like poke at you, and I really see you guys as above it all. If you're watching this reading, you're thinking like, oh, you're really affected by this person really bugs you, or this person really gets under your skin. That's not the case for this group. I really feel like this is like a group where you are so immune to it. And that's why it's someone that it's like you can't see. It's like someone that you can't see that's obsessed with you, because you're immune to their attempts at conflict. You're immune to their attempts at trying to create conflict. You're just kind of like, you have this like shield over you guys or something like that, where you're blocked off from it. And that bothers this person. That really bothers them, you know? Yeah, but that's who's obsessed with you. Also with Saturn here and the King of Pentacles, just to point this out again, this person could be someone who's older or an authority who's trying to kind of like tempt you off the path of like goodness and strength and stuff like that. That's another opinion, like another thing that could happen here as well. And with Capricorn here, I think this person's very earthy or very sensual in some way. You know, I didn't really pull Taurus, so maybe this person is just focused more on work than like sensuality. But with Capricorn here, I really think this person, you know, they could be a work colleague. Honestly, they could be a work colleague who's just like sick of your perfection and they want to figure out what's wrong with you, like something like that. But yeah, this person's definitely trying to tempt you as their method of like how you would know this person's obsessed with you is it's someone who's trying to get you to do things that it's not that you're not comfortable doing them, it's that you don't want to do them. It's like you're in a position of strength, discipline, willpower, and you're not trying to fall into a path of temptation, right? This is gonna be very like, like my language is very like, I don't know how to explain it. I won't explain it. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to end your guys' reading there. Thank you again for letting me read for you. I hope you found insight in this reading, or it was informative in some way, or it's going to help you out in some way. Sometimes this kind of thing does help us figure things out, or even for this reading specifically, it's more like how you're affecting them, because obviously they're not affecting you, and you're just kind of like blowing them off casually, but like they're being really effective. So this reading's more about like, just so you're aware someone else is obsessed with you or they're being affected. So you can be aware of that when you're dealing with this person. That's just kind of what the reading is. The general purpose of this reading is how I'm like feeling it at this point. Anyway, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. I'm going to end the reading there. If you want to help out the channel, you can like or comment below. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in the next pick a card. See you later. Here too, this is if you picked the Dream Lithium Quartz with that lovely, cool druzy coating on it. I think that's called druzy. I think that's what that's called. Hopefully I'm not lying to you guys and I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So first I'm going to draw a Wisdom of the Oracle card. Wait a minute. Yeah, Wisdom of the Oracle card. I almost forgot what cards I used in the last script. So let's get a card for you guys. We have Yin. And I'm going to get a crystal reading card. My card, like, I'm so unorganized right now, guys. We have Ancestors. My whole room is just like a mess. I haven't cleaned in a while. Okay, let's see what else are we going to get. Let's get a Past Life Oracle card. Okay. We have Poverty. And Love Story Oracle card. Let's see if this is romantic. We have Ancestors here, so I don't think it's romantic, but we have Rejection. Ooh, I know what this is. I'm kind of getting a feeling of what this is anyway. Let's get some Tress tarot cards and we'll get into your reading. I like that Yin energy though. That Yin card's giving me peaceful vibes. Okay, let's see. We have Two of Swords, the World, and the Hermit. This crystal's kind of clunky, isn't it? Okay, so I'm not gonna diss your crystal. I'm sorry, guys. If you like that crystal a lot, I'm gonna not diss that crystal. Okay, so let me look at this and I'll get into your reading. Okay, there's a lot here, and a lot of this is disjointed, which is kind of like this person's feelings and how they're obsessed with you. There's a sense of like disjointedness to their thoughts. We see that again. We see that here first with the Two of Swords, where there's like these two ravens and they're like attacking this girl and she's blindfolded. It's like you're having like, this person's having like different thoughts nagging at them. Yeah. So first of all, with Rejection here, this is someone you guys rejected in the past. So this person wanted to go out with you and you said no. You're like, no, I don't want to go out with you. I'm sorry. I'm flattered you asked, but I'm just not interested. Whatever the case may be, somehow you rejected them. I don't think it was a brutal rejection because I'm not saying too many things. With Yin here, I'm seeing like a peacefulness where this person just still thinks about you even though you rejected them. Like they're like, I still want them. I still yearn for them. Will they reach out? Will they come back to me? This person has that kind of receptive waiting energy. This definitely gives the vibes of someone who watches those pick-a cards where they're like, are they going to reach out? Like no contact, are they going to reach out? That kind of thing. That's kind of what this person's going through. I think they're definitely concerned. They want you to change your mind, right? With the world here, I'm seeing like this is not what the world traditionally means, but I'm seeing with the circle of the snake around this woman. I see they want you to come full circle in your thoughts about them and make a complete decision about them after you've thought through it very deeply and well. Because I think this person really feels like you are the one for them, with that obsessed energy, right? There's something also with ancestors here. There's a few things here with petrified wood and ancestors. First of all, with petrified wood, the word petrified stuck out to me in this card. And I think this person is petrified of you. I think they approached you once, you turned them down so casually, so effortlessly, that they were like, whoa, like, I don't know if I could ever approach them again. So I'm just gonna sit here and think about them. And with this yin energy, it's like, I'm gonna wish them that they approach me, right? With worlds here, they want you to come full circle and think fully about them and like who they are and like if you would be a good match for them, something like that. But I really feel with yin here, they're in such a receptive mode. Like they don't want to approach. They're not in that aggressive, like I'm going to try again another time, right? They're just in this approach of like, okay, they rejected me once. Like I'm just going to wait for them to talk to me. And that's all there is to it. With the Hermit card here, there's a few things here. First of all, this represents both of you in this connection. First of all, it represents them because they're in this kind of hermited energy, because they're obsessed with you and they're waiting for you to reach out. I feel bad for this person because honestly, with Two of Swords here, there might be like two paths available to them and they're not choosing any of them because they're stuck on you. Like they're stuck on who you are, what you're about, your personality. With the Hermit energy here as well, though, they don't realize that I feel like you guys at this current point in your life, you enjoy being alone, or you're not going to settle for someone unless they're the absolute right person, something like that. Because with the Hermit card here, I feel like you guys are in this space where even if you're watching like love pick-a cards about like who's obsessed with you and stuff like that, it's either like you're watching with a friend and your friend wants to watch the pick-a cards, so you're watching the video with them, or you're like casually opening it for like shits and giggles and you're not really taking it seriously. Or with the Hermit energy here, it's just that like even though you think about these things, like who's obsessed with you and you're curious about it, really truly deep down you're enjoying your alone time right now in this period of your life. Like you're in a really reflective state of time in your life. And I don't know if this is lasting for like a month or a year or whatever, however long this period's lasting for you guys, but I really do see that you're in this really reflective state. With that yin energy too, it's almost like double yin. Like the person who's obsessed with you is in this yin, receptive, waiting for things to happen energy, and you are also in that energy with the Hermit here, right? It's like you're waiting for things to happen. You're waiting for someone to approach you, which is very interesting because you guys are mirroring each other quite a bit in this connection as far as like your natural energies. I also think this person is really attracted to people who are like them. Like this person that is obsessed with you, I think you'll know who this person is because maybe the way they approached you in the past, they're saying like, oh, we're really similar. Oh, I'm the same way as that. Or I'm the same way as you, or we're really similar, or something like that. This person maybe said something along those lines of like, oh, we're the same, or we're two peas in a pod. Like we're the same exact person. Oh my gosh, we're the same exact person. I feel like that exact same way, right? So they kind of flirted with you in this way for a little bit. By the time they asked you out, you were like, oh no, I'm not really interested. I'm looking for something different or whatever. You're in a different phase of life. I don't even know the reason why you rejected them. All I'm saying is that you did reject them with rejection here. And it left them feeling like, whoa, how could I be rejected by someone who's like so similar to me, you know? And it's interesting because I really feel like even when you guys are apart with the World card here, there's still a similarity with both of you, like a kind of like a pseudo similarity where you both are going through the same things. You're going through the same experiences. I guess this is like a kind of like a twin flame kind of thing, if you guys believe in that. It could be a twin flame connection, but it's almost like unrequited by you guys. It's like this person has so many similar experiences to you and they really want to like live with you in those experiences. And I think they really like you. And I think they did at one point ask you out, or they made some kind of advance to be friends with you or something like that, and you kind of rejected them. With the World card here, I do think this person at this current time most likely lives somewhere far away from you. Probably, like, say if you're in the United States, they live in a different state. If you are in like Europe, for example, and say you live in France, they move to Germany, whatever. It's like they live far away. They live in a different county, a different locale. Like, it's not easy to get to this person. This person is someone who lives far away. This person, though, does think about you often, and they imagine you reaching out to them. They imagine you reaching out to them and like being like, oh, I remember this moment that we had together. Or, oh, I remember that you felt this way. Or, oh, I remember you said you liked this. Or especially if you guys are friends on social media with this person and you're already at this point in the reading where you know who this person is, this person wants you to like send them like memes, and they want you to send them like music, and they want you to send them like things that you find on like the internet, right? Like if you... For example, if you know this person, they want you to like share YouTube videos with them. They want you to like link things to them, and like because they feel like you guys have the same taste, or that you guys have the same, you're the same. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. They feel like you're the same. And so they feel like they want communication with you, and they would love for you to reach out to them on social media. But with this yin energy here, they're waiting, and I feel like you guys are in a waiting phase too. So it's really like nothing's going to happen from what I'm seeing. Is if like both parties did the natural thing that they were really feeling called to do and what they really wanted to do at this time, they would be stuck thinking about you, right? With also being in this position of, oh, I'm not going to reach out, or I just won't reach out, right? And then I see you guys on this more unlike bothered side with the Hermit here. You guys are enjoying quiet. You're enjoying soul searching. You're enjoying your self-reflection. You're enjoying going inward, right? With ancestors here, this person could have something to do with your ancestral lineage in some way. The reason why I thought of petrified wood first, and the word petrified, is because that's the state this person is in. It's a great word to describe them. They're literally petrified because of the rejection. They can't approach you. They don't want to like say anything to you. They don't want to reach out. This person's not the type to try again, right? They try once and they're like, oh shit, like that didn't go well, you know? And so with ancestors here, there could be something where they're talking to their family about you. That's another thing that I could see here. They're talking to relatives or older family. If this person has a grandfather or grandmother, they could be talking to their grandmother or grandfather about you. Like, you know, grandma, I really like this girl, or I really like this boy, and they're really amazing, but I tried asking them out, but they didn't say yes, and I don't want to ask them out again, but I really, really like them. I really feel like they're the one for me. I know they're the one for me. Like, those are the kind of obsessed thoughts that they're going through in their head. We're on your guys' end with the Hermit energy here. I think you guys are just in your own kind of world, soul searching, figuring things out, you know. This really has caused this person with the poverty thing here to go through a lack mindset where they're kind of feeling like, am I not good enough to be with someone who I really click with? Or like, if I find that communication, that compatibility with someone, am I not good enough to click with them? Here's the thing though, this might even be one of those situations where maybe you guys that are watching this group 2, are really relatable in general. Like, people always find they can relate to you, and you're really like good with people or something like that. And maybe this person's more of an outcast, but they found that you guys had similar taste in things. Maybe they thought you were like the solution to their like issues as far as like their loneliness or something like that, right? There's some kind of dynamic where you guys are like, they feel like you're exactly the same. You're like the same person. But I think on your guys' end, your perspective, you're like, we're definitely different, right? Like, I feel like you guys are thinking in your head, like, we're definitely different. We're not the same. There's so many things that are different about us, but that would be the way this person approached you. This person would have approached you like, we're so similar. We have so much in common. We should really be friends, or we should really hit it off, or like we should start dating, or we should go out sometime, whatever the case may be. Because I'm seeing for some of you, it was like they were hitting on you. And then for others of you, they were just trying to be your friend, and you were like, yeah, we could, or whatever, and then you just never hit them back up, something like that. Or it's just like with the Hermit energy here, you guys are enjoying your alone time. You're enjoying time to yourself. You're enjoying your peace and quiet, something like that. If someone comes if that's the right person for you guys, I see you guys accepting that. It also could possibly be on your end with the poverty card here that maybe you didn't have the resources or the wealth or the abundance to actually hang out with them. Like there could be some kind of issue with poverty on either side where one or both parties didn't have enough money, either like with the world card here to travel to meet the other person or to, and I'm kind of seeing that a little bit actually with the world card. Like poverty could show up in many different ways, and that's what I was trying to get at. Like poverty could mean like you can't pay for a date, so you decide not to go out with someone, or they can't pay for a date, so you decide not to go out with them. Something like that, where money is just the issue as far as like dating or something like that. Like maybe this person like invited you to some specific activity, but it's kind of expensive and you just didn't want to pay for it because you're trying to save money, and then you decide not to go, right? With the world card though, with the poverty in the world card, I am seeing also that there could be an element of this person lives far away and you literally can't travel to see them because you don't have the resources to travel right now. Like you're trying to save money, you're feeling really broke, and so you don't have the resources to travel to see this person. And this person is just thinking like, well, if they're not going to come see me, if they don't buy the plane ticket or whatever, then they really don't love me, something like that. Or this person really wants to come see you, but they don't know if you are going to like them or not. And they also don't know if they should spend the money. Like money is also a factor in this obsessed connection. With the Two of Swords, the things they're thinking about could be like, okay, I don't have enough money to see them. I really, really like them, but they rejected me. What am I going to do? You know, but this person is stuck on you. Like, let me tell you, this person is stuck on you. I think though with the Ancestors card here, this is kind of representing a solution for them. I think if they talk to their family a little bit more about this connection, their family is going to help them become a little less obsessed with you guys. Yeah, and maybe you guys in a different mood or something would have given this person the time of day, or you would have said like, hey, like, let's go out. Like, let's try it out. Like, let's hang out. But there's just something about the mood you're in right now is very hermit focused. And the mood they're in is very much like paralyzed because of the first encounter where you rejected them. So I don't think they're going to try anytime soon because they're stuck in their head. They're stuck in their thoughts. So yeah, I'm going to end your guys' reading there. That's all I have for you today. With that said, if you want to help out the channel, please like or comment below. And other than that, I will bid you adieu, and I'll catch you guys in the next pick a card. Peace. Hey, group 3, this is if you picked the Sodalite here. This lovely dark blue, cool stone that helps with communication, I believe. Communication, seeing the truth, experiencing this truth. It also helps with your rationality. It's one of 2 stones that I actually know help with divination and when you're reading tarot cards and like helping you to interpret more accurate messages, or at least the rumor has it with those, with Sodalite. The other stone I know that does that is Petersite. So let's get a card for you guys to see who's obsessed with you right now. Who is secretly obsessed with group 3? Let's see, we have Time for a Nap. Let's get a crystal reading card. Who's obsessed with group 3? We have Rose Quartz, Inner Child. Oh, if this is your kid that's obsessed with you, I'm gonna puke. Like, you know, like that is too sweet, right? That is too sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Past life oracle card. Oh my god. Leave it to group 3 to be like, yeah, your kid's obsessed with you, you know? Okay, so we have, it says accomplishment, achiever, competitor, failure, celebrity. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a love story oracle card to see what kind of love energy is in this connection. We have fear. Then we're going to get some Light Seers Tarot cards, and then we'll get into the reading soon. Okay, let's see what Light Seers Tarot cards want to come up. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. This is one of those readings where there's like a lot going on and I can't quite pinpoint what is going on. This happens to me when I read tarot. Like I try to pull as much information before. If you guys have watched one of my readings before, you know, I try to pull as much information beforehand from the cards as possible. But sometimes if I'm just looking at the cards or looking at what's going on in the cards and stuff like that, I'm not really fully seeing things sometimes. And then that's a reading where I have to kind of start talking more and then the messages start coming and I start seeing connections as the reading progresses. But for some reason, I'm not meant to know like beforehand how the whole reading is supposed to play out. That could be indicative of this connection too. Like this connection could be a connection where you're not necessarily supposed to know how it's going to play out. So who is this person that is obsessed with you? With time for a nap and inner child, I really feel like this person feels so relaxed around you. Like they just feel relaxed, like chill, vibey, playful with the inner child card here. And I really feel like this person feels like they could just fall asleep right next to you and you would be the most comfortable person to sleep next to, right? I really feel like this person, you know, they probably dream about wanting to take a nap with you with time for a nap. And I also think that this person just dreams about you in general, right? I think this person dreams about you more in their subconscious than they do in their conscious waking life. So yes, they're obsessed with you, but they're primarily obsessed with you in the dream world. So this means that this person is having dreams about you and they don't really understand why they're obsessed with you. They don't get it. Like they don't understand in fact, I think with fear here, it scares them a little bit. They're like, oh shit, why am I still dreaming about group 3? Like, why am I having these dreams about group 3? Like, this is the 5th night in a row I've dreamed of group 3. What is going on? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised with the Queen of Wands energy here and with accomplishment if you guys are trying to manifest this person and it's totally working. If you are trying to make this person dream of you or think of you, or you're doing some kind of spell work or manifestation or something to get this person to think of you, it's definitely working and they're terrified, right? They're obsessed with you in their subconscious mind and they don't understand why they keep dreaming about you, why they keep having dreams about you, why you keep popping up in their subconscious. They don't get it. You know, they're getting these visions at night when they're sleeping of like you and moments with you. And with the inner child and time for a nap, I really feel like there's a feeling of playfulness in these dreams that you're sending them or that they're receiving from you. With 5 of Cups too here though, man, this energy is giving me like the energy that 5 of Cups in the Chariot is just giving me, especially when I was looking it over, is this kind of like bipolar energy where it's like at one point, it's almost like this person that you're trying to manifest, at one point they're really sad or disappointed or like really just going to throw it all away. They're like, F life, throwing this all away, dumping it down the drain. Like, I don't need this anymore. Like, screw this thing in my life. And then they flip onto the other side of really motivated with the Chariot here, where they're just like really in charge and really on top of things and really energetic and have a lot of willpower. I also think this person's quite adventurous, you know, and they go back and forth between a more adventurous side to themselves and a more like depressed, melancholic side, right? Where they don't want to do anything, right? Like this is the type of person who at one moment is so down and in the dumps, and in the next moment they're up for anything, right? They're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it, right? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. And with Queen of Wands here, you guys are represented a little bit by this energy as well in a certain way, but not the same as them, where their like little back and forth of energy goes from like, I'm just going to throw it all away, screw everything, dump everything down the drain. I'm going to end this. I'm going to drop this project, drop this program, to with the Chariot here being motivated and gung-ho and extremely adventurous. Like, yeah, let's travel 5 hours out of town to go scale these mountains or whatever. Like this person's just very much like super energetic. And then at other points like, I'm going to get rid of it all. I don't even need this anymore in my life. Screw this person, forget this person, whatever. You guys, on the other hand, are represented by this back and forth energy because your joy and your exuberance comes out sometimes, and then at other times you guys want to be aloof and mysterious. With Queen of Wands here too, I'm getting strong magic vibes, like you guys are really magical. And especially with accomplishment here, I really feel like a lot of you are manifesting this person. I feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest this person. I think if you had a connection with someone where you had a good sense of humor with them, you felt like you could really relax around them to the point where if you could sleep in the same bed and be fine and feel safe and stuff like that. With inner child here, I think this person touches your inner child, you touch their inner child. I really do feel like this connection is more or less mutual, but this person maybe just enjoys the connection. I think both of you kind of enjoy the connection on one level. It's so weird. It's kind of a weird reading because it's like it's like a strong vibe of like two people who are friends, right? They're two people who are very close friends, strong friends with each other. They don't really expect anything else, but they really enjoy the playfulness of the connection. They really enjoy the relaxation of the connection and how it's like so easy and compatible. But then when it comes to deeper feelings and deeper commitments, it's like you secretly desire them and you're manifesting them into your reality. Like you're manifesting them to desire you. And on their end, they're receiving this manifestation in their subconscious through their dreams. And they're fearful of it. They're actually scared that they're so obsessed with you or they have so many feelings about you, right? And they're scared it's all happening in their dreams. You know, this is the type of person who wakes up from like a romantic evening with you when really you guys in your waking life, you're just friends and you just shoot the shit and you talk and you hang out. And with inner child here, it's like you guys just bring out each other's inner child, you bring out each other's playfulness, and with time for a nap, you really relax each other. It's just so enjoyable for you guys in the waking life, but there's not really a romantic thing there. But they're having these dreams of like romance with you. They're having these dreams of like intimacy. I wouldn't be surprised if this person's having sex dreams or like dreams that are more seductive in nature about you. And they're really confused by this. Like, I don't want to like them like that, but like my subconscious mind is just pushing me in that direction. And I really think it's because you guys are like pushing that out there. You're kind of like, I kind of want, wouldn't it be nice if this happened with them or if we got to this next level, something like that. And so they're dreaming about it, but they might not want, they're obsessed because their subconscious mind is obsessed. That's the type of obsession this is. It's not necessarily that they're consciously obsessed. They are in a way, like the conscious life between both of you, I see as just very compatible, very easy, very chill, very easy. But I don't see a lot of romance there or like a lot of intimacy as far as like sexual relationships or like, kissing, hand holding, touching, stuff like that. It just feels really relaxed and childlike. Like there's definitely a good sense of humor, I think, with both of you. And you really can relax into each other. It's really easy. With accomplishment here, I feel like you are feeling very accomplished at this point in your life, and there's a lot of accomplishment between both of you in general. I think you guys help each other succeed and achieve in different things. So really this reading, honestly, because a lot of this you guys are going to know, and this reading is who is secretly obsessed with you. And it is a secret because you guys don't know that your manifestation is working. This person might even hint every once in a while, like, I had a dream about you last night, but not really talk about it, and I feel like you guys aren't like, how do I put this? You're not like showing your hand either. Like you're not showing your cards. You're not putting your cards on the table either. It's like you're keeping this to yourself. You're kind of like secretly wishing for them. They're having all these wild sex dreams about you. And it's kind of like there's no like, it's interesting. It's like on the conscious level and in the 3D reality, you guys are just friends and chill and compatible and hanging out and all this stuff. But then on the subconscious realm, it's like wild sex dreams and manifestation rituals. And it's like your dream life is so active. Your dreams are trying to like there's an active like intimacy in your dream life is kind of what I'm seeing. And with accomplishment, I think you guys like this. I think you're like comfortable with this kind of vibe, right? You're comfortable with this as long as it plays out. You might want more, but it's like one of those things where, what's that expression where you have your cake and eat it too? You guys might just like enjoy having your cake rather than like eating it. You know, it's like you just want to kind of experience what's going on in the present moment, and you're not too concerned if anything comes of this. But this person it's oh my gosh, their dream life is like taunting them because it feels like it's not coming from them. It's like thoughts they're not having in their conscious reality or their waking life, but then in their dreams, they keep having these sex dreams and they wake up, they're like, what the hell? You know, and so this person might sometimes act weird around you. That's another way you could tell this person. It's like you guys have that beautiful connection, but it's like if you start thinking about them a lot, like, oh man, I want them or whatever, that might be a night that they have those dreams. The next day, they might actually not want to talk to you because they're uncomfortable because the dreams they're having are so intimate and so profound and so powerful. So this person's subconscious mind is obsessed with you. That's for sure. With accomplishment, I feel like you guys, in just in general, you and this person are high achievers is kind of what I'm seeing. You're high achievers. I think also one or both of you has like a celebrity status, or you just have a lot of friends or a lot of followers or something like that, or there's a lot of people who are wanting you. I really see it as on your end, like there's a lot of, you guys have a lot of romantic suitors or something like that. Or with the flames here, it's like you have a lot of people who want your attention at this time. Queen of Wands can be kind of charismatic as well. But yeah, you both have that kind of bipolar sense to your nature. So it makes sense why you guys have a lot of fun. You know, it's like, on one moment they really want to go on crazy adventures, and on the next moment they're like, screw it all. And then one moment you guys are like really mysterious and aloof like a cat, and then the next moment you're shining and bright like candlelight. You know, it's this kind of really cohesive kind of connection. I wouldn't be surprised if you two start dating at some point. I think there's going to be some kind of accident that's going to happen. Like, you know those games at parties where it's like spin the bottle, right? Where you don't expect to kiss the person you like and you've never asked them before, but the bottle just lands on that person that you really have a crush on, and all of a sudden you're like kissing them, and then it's like, ooh, you know, it's like the spark has been lit and you're like, wow, this actually works. That's kind of the vibe how I see you. It's like an accidental kind of vibe, or it's like one of those things where someone trips and then like lands in the other person's arms, and then there's that spark of chemistry where it's like, oh wow, this is like, we have a physical side to this too, you know. Yeah, so just so you know, your desires about this person, they are desiring you too, especially on a subconscious level. But I think it's going to take some kind of conscious awakening, like the physical to come into the conscious reality for them to realize that they want this. Because I think at this point, they're just chalking it up to like crazy dreams. You know, they're like, I have dreams all the time. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But at this point, they're like, that's been 5 nights in a row. Like, I don't know if like this is getting weird. You know, that's kind of their perspective, right? And so their subconscious is obsessed with you, but their conscious mind quite hasn't caught up yet. Even though they're having fun with you, even though they're playful with you, even though you guys bring out each other's inner child, that is like something that's happening. Side note for you guys, just because I said it in the beginning of the reading, I want to reiterate it. If you have a kid or a child, your child is also obsessed with you, not in the way, any of the way this reading played out. It's just a side note in this reading, a little extra confirmation that your child loves you and is obsessed with you, and you're the best parent ever. So if you have a kid, pat yourself on the back. You're a good mom. You're a good dad. Your kids love you, or plural. Yeah, your kids, if you have multiple kids, love you, right? So yeah, I'm going to end your guys' reading there. If you guys want to help out the channel, you can like or comment below. With that said, I really enjoyed reading for you today, and I will catch you guys in the next pick a card. See ya. Hey, group 4, this is if you picked the Smoky Citrine. So let's get into your reading. All about who is obsessed with you. Okay. Okay, so let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you guys. And we have soulmates. Wow. Okay. Let's get a crystal reading card for you guys. We have relationship healing. Let's put these up there. Let's get a past life oracle for you guys. Oh man, I just realized I have to take out my laundry. Let's get a past life oracle card for you guys. If you guys have stuff around the house that needs to be taken care of, that's your sign. That's your little sign from me to go take care of the stuff in your house. Turn the volume up on your TV or your phone or whatever you're watching this reading on and take care of a chore in your house. That's coming through as something that might need to be taken care of. Just because it's happening on my end, you know, and synchronicity is everything. So let's draw some tarot cards. And then I'm also going to pull a love story oracle card for you guys just to see the nature of this. I mean, it looks romantic, but I want to see what more the nature of this is. There's the Devil in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. I really feel like taking reversals in this particular reading. I didn't really get reversals in any of the other groups, but it's feeling strong energy of like the reversals need to be brought into this. So I'm going to keep them. Let's get a love story oracle card for you guys. And we have respect. Okay, let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay. This is an intense reading. Intense in a good way, or hopefully it's good for you guys. I hope you want this kind of relationship. So let's see. First of all, with soulmates, there's a strong vibe that this person that's obsessed with you is your soulmate or is a possible soulmate. I don't want to say, I mean, I'll be honest, they are a soulmate. Like this is someone who you've been in past lives with. Your souls have been in past lives together. You came here on this earth to heal each other from relationship wounds in your past. So this is my group that honestly, I feel like if you pick this group, you have had deep psychological wounds from a relationship. Whether that's with a love interest from the past, like a love relationship, whether that's with a parent, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, an uncle, an aunt, a childhood friend, a teacher. You guys have had some relationship trauma, and this soulmate is coming in, or this person is here to heal that. That's gonna be how you know this is the person that's obsessed with you, because this is a person in your life who has helped you overcome significant trauma in your relationships, right? And this person is someone who is always going to be there for you. And they've probably told you this too. This person's told you they're always going to be there for you. They'll always have your back. They're always going to help you. They're always going to be there for you. For some of you, this person is a parent who helps you through relationship difficulties. For others of you, and for most of you, this is someone who's a romantic kind of soulmate. For most of you. With relationship healing, this person is helping you heal relationships from your past, in the present, in the future even. This person's going to help give you tools so you will be able to have healthy relationships in the future. This person is healing your concept of love. And I know I'm talking a lot about like what's happening with this person before I get into like why they're obsessed with you and stuff like that, because this reading is very much like it's weird. It's like in a reading about a secret obsession, right? Like who's secretly obsessed with you. Because I think that you guys, this person's obsessed with you in a really healthy way. I'll put it that way. They're obsessed with you in a really healthy way. This person is always there for you. They're always helping you. They're always helping you through difficult times. You'll instantly know this person, right? You just won't know they're obsessed with you. Like it doesn't seem as deep as you guys think it is, but it is deep, especially for them, right? They feel a certain level of responsibility for you in a way. You know, it's like with relationship healing here in soulmates, there's this really strong vibe of like, first of all, with aesthetic here, with all the spiritual energy and the Ten of Swords reversed, the Devil reversed, stuff like that. This is a highly spiritual pure connection. And I think this person has always been around. They've always helped you through things. But something that's happening in the present moment is that, and what's happened in the past, really leading up to this present moment, is you haven't really seen the effects of how they're helping you. So, for example, it's like someone who's always helped you through tricky situations, but you've always taken like them for granted, or you've always said like, oh, they'll always be there, or that's great that they helped me in that moment, but you don't really feel the deepness of like what that is doing for your whole life trajectory in this lifetime, your past lifetime, and your future lifetime. It's like this person, the thing is, you will know this person's important, but you won't be able to feel that importance at this point in your life. It's like later down in life, later down the line, when you're older, you will really either remember or experience this person in a totally different way. I feel like with respect here, there's a feeling that this person deeply respects you. And I feel like even if you don't fully respect them at this current point, or even if you don't realize you respect them, you will in the long run, right? You'll have deep respect for this person, deep unconditional love for this person. This person is someone that is meant to be in your life for the long haul. They're meant, and even if they only come in sporadically, and it's just someone who comes in and they heal stuff that's drama that's going on in your life, or they come into your life and they heal a situation with you and someone else, or they heal some kind of wound that happened with you and someone else, they're always mending and they're always doing damage control in your life. That's how you will know this person is for you, right? Or that is this for group 4, that's this person that's obsessed with you, right? It's because you are deep soulmates, and this person has realized it. They know that you're deep soulmates, especially with this respect here. They deeply respect you. They know you're a good person. They know you're an amazing person, and they will always be there for you to put the Band-Aid on that wound, right? They're always going to be there to pick you up when times get tough. And that's what they're here for in this lifetime. It's your safety net in this lifetime. This is a person who's always been there, especially when shit hits the fan. This person is always there. They're always down for you. They're always there. And with the Devil card here, they have a way of loving you, even though they are obsessed with you. This is an obsession with the Devil being reversed here that's healthy. This is a no strings attached kind of vibe. So for example, they're not trying to control you, even if sometimes it might feel like that with the Devil reversed here, like maybe they're trying to control you or something. And it won't feel exactly like control. It'll feel like, how do I put it? It's like outwardly they look like they're controlling you, but inwardly you feel like they're giving you ultimate freedom. That's kind of the vibe here with the Devil in reverse. It's like, outwardly, it appears to others there's puppet strings, but inwardly, you know deep down that they're affecting your heart in deep and profound ways. And the thing is, I'm honestly getting for a lot of you who pick this group, this is someone who is gonna, how do I put this? It's like you can't feel the love that they're giving you right now in your lifetime. And that's also partly because your heart has been hurt by past relationship trauma. But you can't really feel the full love they're bestowing on you at this lifetime. It's because your heart's a little, what's it called? Like jaded or something, or stone, or blocked off, or I'm getting the image of like stone and like stone needing to melt. It's, or like, just like I'm getting a heart of stone or something like that, that you guys have been through it to the point where there's like, you have a heart of stone. I think you guys are also spiritual though. I really feel like that with the aesthetic here, and you're spiritual. And I feel like you're at a point in your life where you're really clearing your mind often, or there's something about having a clear mind or watching your thoughts go by. This Ten of Swords is interesting because like the highest aim we can have with like an enlightened mind is to just watch our thoughts go by and know that we are not our thoughts, right? And swords represent thinking. Swords represent mental stuff, mental chatter, thoughts, challenges, stuff that the mind creates. And with Ten of Swords here being in reverse, it's like you guys are inwardly having this perspective, right? It's like these thoughts are just flying by, and you're learning this in this lifetime, right? You might not be masters of it yet, but you're learning to just watch your thoughts go by and not attach to them, and know that like if you have a crazy thought, it means nothing, right? Like, say you think the darkest, craziest, weirdest, most bizarre thing in your head, it means nothing. That's just a thought flying through your head. You're the one that's observing the thoughts is the one that is the entity. How do I put this? That is you. You know, you're not your thoughts, right? And you're learning this aspect of yourself right now, and you're going through this really big spiritual awakening is kind of what I'm seeing right now in your lifetime. And you're kind of you're learning that like you can just let certain anxiety go. You can let certain like negative emotions leave your body. You can let certain things happen like that. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's really interesting because Queen of Cups, this is like, she has her hands-off approach, right? She has a hands-off approach, and she's waiting for this cup to rise up to her so she can drink it. And the cup on the water is just kind of representative of something that's floating in general. So I think this relationship in general is just floating and waiting for the tide to pull it in and pull it out, pull it in and pull it out. And I really feel like, you know, with this invisible crown, I'm almost seeing this is like you can kind of see it in this crown. You can't really see it up close, but you can see it like right there. See that little water crown that's right above her head, floating above her? I'm seeing that as like a halo of this person. This person's literally an angel in your life, here to kind of like help with a lot of different things going on in your life. They have a very healing influence over you. This person's definitely a soulmate. They've been in many of your lifetimes before, whether they have been a parent, whether they have been a love interest, whether they have just been a close friend. You guys always come back into each other's lives to experience your connection. Here's the thing though, I'm getting for a lot of you, for some of you, this person could be a lover. For some of you, it could be a family member. For others of you, it could just be a friend that you see every once in a while or something like that. But no matter what, in the end, in the end game with this person, you're gonna look back on your life when you're like 80 years old or 90 years old, and you're gonna look back and say, wow, that person was my most significant relationship in my life. They helped me so much. And the thing is, you don't see it now. That's the thing, is you're not meant to see it now. And you're meant to have more than one soulmate in this lifetime, especially for this group. Especially if this person is just a friend, you know who this person is, and this person is just a friend or a family member. You're meant to have a love interest in this lifetime. You're meant to have romantic love and a relationship, right? It's just that when you look back on your life, this person is going to have a very special place in your heart because they were there when shit hit the fan, when times got tough. They picked you up when no one else was available, and they helped you heal through your relationship trauma. So yeah, let me see if I see anything else. This person right now is at this point that's obsessed with you. They don't want to control you. They're learning that like their outward appearance of looking like they're controlling you is probably not healthy, and they're trying to let that go a little bit. Even though I know you guys on a deeper level know this person's not trying to control you, it's like very clear that this person's not. Like if you feel controlled, how do I put this? If you feel controlled by this person, this is not your group. That's not the person we're talking about, right? This is someone who kind of acts in a controlling way, but on a deeper level, your experience of this person is loving and heartfelt, and you don't take that as like controlling, even though maybe someone else might see it that way or see this person as kind of controlling. You don't see it like that. You don't see it. You're just feeling love. You're just feeling love and appreciation from this person. And here's the thing, this person deeply respects you, right? They're always going to lift you up. I think I'm going to start repeating myself if I get any further into this reading. So I think I want to end your guys' group here. You know what I did for the first group, which I totally forgot for the second two groups, is to roll Astro Dice for extra information. I'm going to do that for you guys. I did that for group one and I totally forgot spaced for the other groups. Yeah, with the seventh house here, this person's really close with you. There's someone who is a close person. Someone who's a one-on-one kind of connection. You probably spend a lot of time one-on-one with this person. With Uranus here, I think this person is like unexpected. Like this person has an unexpected side to them where you don't know what to expect next from them. They're always surprising you. This relationship could have an element of like psychic components, but in a very surprising way, right? This person could be a little revolutionary as well. So With Taurus here, this person's sensual or slow moving. They could be an earth sign. They could have earthy placements. This person is very grounded, and this person just takes their time when they're approaching their goals. So that's just other information so you guys know who this person is. I really am glad I got to give you this reading. This is someone who's obsessed with you, who deeply respects you and only wants the best for you, and they're looking out for you, right? This is kind of like that soulmate that was also a guardian angel in a past life, or they're a soulmate who is also a guardian angel, something like that. I feel like there's one more thing to say about this person. Give me a second. Yeah, you guys are soulmates, but maybe you're not meant to spend the majority of your life together. Like, I don't know if you should make this a relationship connection. For some of you, it will be. For some of you, it will be a marriage, especially with that 7th house here, and it'll be an unexpected marriage. It's going to be like something unexpected where you didn't expect to marry this person, and then all of a sudden you're like, let's spend the rest of our lives together. That could be it for some of you. But for a lot of you, I really feel like this person is meant to come in and out of your life, right? In and out of your life, here one moment, not there the next, here another moment, not there the next. But at the same time, they're always there at the exact right time, the perfect time to pick you up when shit hits the fan, or the perfect time for that right, perfect moment, right? And for whatever reason, it's always orchestrated perfectly. I want you guys to realize this. Even if you have a moment where they invite you to do something and you miss out on that, or you invite them and they don't show up to that, the moments where you guys do get together and where you are fully present with each other, those moments are divinely orchestrated and protected. They are meant to be the way they're meant to be, and everything that's happening is meant to be that way. This is kind of that kind of connection that it's like you planned this before you came into this lifetime, right? You wanted this. You can just think to yourself like you chose this, you chose this type of relationship. You wanted it this specific way. You wanted everything about it to be this specific way. And it does kind of feel like that in the moment too. It's a very spiritual connection with ascetic here in the 10 of Swords. This goes beyond thoughts. This goes beyond our conceptions of how obsession works. Like, usually obsession is a thought-based thing. It's like our thoughts keep spiraling in one direction or vortex where we just keep churning over the same thought again and again. That's what obsession is. It's like repeating the same thought again and again and again. And this person is kind of like, that's true that this person is obsessed with you, but it's a different form of obsession. It's more of a spiritual obsession where you guys are meant to be with each other and you're linked, right? Yeah, I'm going to end your guys' reading there. If you guys like this reading, or you just want to help out the channel, please like or comment below. And with that said, that was the last group for today. My throat's getting really dry. It actually timed out really well because I had like one cough at the end of this reading. And okay, you guys don't need to know that. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And it was my pleasure to give you this reading today. So I will catch you in the next one and in a future reading. So bye, guys.